to the front.
Big H is definitely in the building.
Yep.
Big E is definitely in the building.
Yep.
Dante Little Rothstein is definitely in the building. Special guest, my man Croc, is definitely in the building.
Yep.
And I'm Soup. And welcome to Superstars of Sports. But before we start the show, we need three things.
Always the same three things, y'all. First, you gotta subscribe. Then we need you to like. And we need you to comment.
Because it costs nothing to show love, y'all.
Now we added one extra one. We need that 4. We need y'all to start sharing it. We see the faithful viewers out there. I see y'all soon we posting stuff up there. Y'all in there, you're watching, you're liking, you're commenting. But we need some shares, y'all. So all our faithful viewers, please give us a share. Once again, YouTube, Superstars of Sports. If you want to listen to the podcast, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, underneath the War Room Sports banner. Good shout out to my man Nate and Jimmy and all them over there at War Room Sports. And we'll be coming to you live in 2 weeks. On what station, Sue?
Spin Wax Radio.
Spin Wax Radio, baby. Shout out to Spin Wax.
Man, we all over the place like bird shit, man. Show love and keep following.
There it is.
All right, with that being said, we can start the show.
So today, it's Thursday. We love to be on the topics as soon as they drop.
Yes, sir.
This afternoon, they announced that Jalen Hurts will be a Pro Bowl alternate. Now, that goes against everything that I've been saying about him not being a franchise quarterback.
Yes, it
but
does.
I'm doubling down on my statement. I'm saying he's still not a franchise quarterback, and he don't even deserve to be a Pro Bowl alternate quarterback. Now, we all know, you see the hoodies all the time, the hats, season ticket holder all my life, Eagles tats all over my arm, you know what I mean? I'm a ride or die Eagles fan, but I like to call it how I call it, especially for the podcast. I got to keep it a beam.
Right.
I don't think he should be there. I don't know why he's there. The joke in me tells me that the league is just picking him because they know we're not going to the Super Bowl. So at least they'll have one good quarterback. Because if you look at the 3 that's chosen, your man Brady, shooing, Rodgers, shooing, Kyler Murray. No problem. One of those 3 is probably going to the Super Bowl. So they won't be at the Pro Bowl, right? I still think there's multiple quarterbacks that should be in there both. Matthew Stafford, right? He should be in there. You know Russ should be there if he played the whole season. Maybe even Maybe even somebody like Kirk Cousins. Right?
Or maybe a Jimmy Garoppolo?
I'm not ready to put Jimmy G over Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jalen Hurts' numbers look okay if he's a running back.
So what's the criteria that you're looking for him to have made for him to be a plausible alternate?
I just don't think he's in the upper echelon quarterback, especially the first 2 that I named. Russell and Stafford.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's 5 deep, right?
But do you think an alternate is actually looking for the upper echelon or maybe what's hot or what's trending? You know what I mean? I think the NFL...
I think they were looking for somebody that knows going to go.
Okay.
Right? Somebody that knows going to go.
And a lot of guys don't go.
A lot of guys don't go.
Shit, Aaron might not go. Even if he gets... Let's say he don't go to Super Bowl. He might say, I ain't going.
You know,
my toe hurt.
The toe surgery, built-in excuses all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Right? His contract is up.
Yeah.
You know, he gotta meditate.
He's not vaccinated.
Definitely not vaccinated. Right? So he might not be able to cross the border. You know
Right.
So I just think that they just maybe try to promote some of the younger guys as well, give them some shine. I mean, it's definitely a good look for the city. Definitely a good look for the team that your quarterback is Pro Bowl alternate. But maybe I come from the era where the Pro Bowl meant a little bit more. Maybe that attachment of that title, of that distinguished honor.
I'm with you on that, Eric, because I used to, there was a lot of guys I grew up liking when I was growing up that never made Super Bowl, but they were Pro Bowl every year. And I valued that shit.
You used to have the cards? You used to have their football cards?
I used to collect some. Not all of them.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at keeping them, man. Keeping them in good shape.
Yeah, that was my thing
Tops
back
was
then.
my shit.
Oh, for sure. Tops, down rush. Yeah, I used to have
So at almost a 90% quarterback rating, he not deserving.
I mean, if you look, he's thrown 14 touchdown passes.
How many did he rush for?
He has 11 rushes.
So thrown 14, rushed for 11,
okay.
25.
I said he got good numbers.
He got damn near 3,000 yards.
I said he got good numbers if he's going in as a running back.
Well, let's hear from his little cousin. Let's see.
I just laid it out for y'all. Like what else need to be done?
I mean, did you see Stafford numbers?
Yeah, I saw Stafford numbers.
Okay.
But I think he's deserving also. But I can't say that Jalen's not deserving.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, so Jalen to me has moved up from maybe the bottom tier of the NFC.
That's all I wanted to hear you say.
Right?
I love you, man. I love you. That's all I want to
He
hear you
maybe
say.
moved up, but like if we're gonna start naming alternates,
No, if you figure starting week 1 or 2,
yeah,
you would have thought that he.
because we were still running the Oklahoma offense.
No, but you'd have thought he bullied you in high school or something.
Okay.
We're owing some money, right?
I mean, I'm still looking for a next franchise quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He ain't win me over yet. Even though we're in the playoff race, all that, I just think the team
You
is
haven't
better.
seen no improvement from him lately.
Of course I have. I have seen improvement.
Because last week I saw him looking off the one route, looking to the side.
No.
I ain't know. I saw him 1, 2. I saw.
Okay.
Oh, he went through progression.
Yeah.
So,
but being at the game,
oh, he hit me with that
right?
one. So
No, and
we ain't got tickets.
no,
we ain't got a good
no,
eye.
I'm not even trying to flex.
Sometimes the TV is better.
You are right. You are right. But I'm saying,
I get the instant replay.
but sometimes being at the game, you see the field at the same time,
I
right?
get you.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
if you don't have the access to the all 22, being at the game, there's a lot of easier throws that he just flat out missed, right? Ones that you would think that the upper echelon. I'm not saying that every quarterback's going to be perfect, right? But I'm talking about there's one where Goddard had a nice 17-yard catch over the middle, and it was a nice throw, really good throw in a small window. That was impressive. The problem is on that same side, Jalen Reagor was streaking down the field with nobody covering him.
Would you have thrown it to Jalen? That Reagor kid. I'm
that,
tired of him.
all right,
man.
but
I might have thrown it to him.
Feel me, 99% I'm with you, right? But this one, they were just playing catch. The
I get
safety knew they were going to Goddard. So the throw that he made was a better throw because it was in a tighter window. But the throw, the route you're supposed to read deep to short.
Which one was the smarter decision?
To go Reagor because you got 6. That just gave us the first down. That was a touchdown. I'm telling you, bro, there was nobody back there.
With these dudes, nothing's guaranteed. I saw so many drop passes on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the
get
one
ready,
that was
ready.
Devontae, you think
Come on,
Devontae
man.
dropped a big one or did Jalen underthrow him a little bit? I
What big
think
one?
that one, the one I saw was across the, was over the top, across the middle. Kind of.
It was a little bit of, it was a combo of both.
Both.
Like,
Okay.
He didn't run around as
Did
crisp as he
it
should have.
Did it touch his hand?
No. It was thrown a little bit too wide.
Because like I said, if it don't touch his hands, I don't fall. That's how.
No, but he didn't come out as break strong enough.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah,
what I'm
I
going
think-
with
I
you.
think-
He didn't
yeah.
come out the break strong. But there was another one when we were in the red zone where he forced it to Devontae in the back of the end zone with 2 people. And Kevin Gainwell came out on a simple angle route. Nobody in front, and he ran in front of him. But he's so locked to the right where Devontae is at.
I get you.
The running back. So again, there's still things he has progressed. I'm not going to sit here and argue what he's not. But I feel like we progressed because we made the offense simpler for him. Right? A lot of we have now ran for over 175 yards, 7 games in a row.
I saw that stat.
You know what I'm saying? First time since like 1960 or somewhere around there. So he has been progressing. I'm just saying he's not on a Pro Bowl caliber.
So if you say
caliber
progress,
level.
then it's going to go against my theory. That means that the coaching is good.
I mean,
I
tried
They adjusted.
I tried to tell you, they adjusted. They took it from a college.
I really
That
think they
goes
watched the
against my
podcast. That's what I think happened. I think when I said they need to start running that ball,
Yeah.
they watched the podcast. I found it strange. They started running next week.
Yeah,
So,
shout out
Shout out
to
to Jalen and the Eagles. Y'all watch
So
the podcast.
is it Soup Sirianni? Is that what's going on?
I might have COVID too, so who knows?
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I've always said that the coach, I wanted to see the coach with a more skilled talent. But what they did was the first month of the season, the first 5 weeks. Now this goes to your credit too. Like if you should have seen through the preseason that he wasn't that guy, but you got to see it live, right? You got to see it in action. They tried to give him the college Oklahoma offense that he ran, that he flourished in. It doesn't work in the NFL.
No.
Right? So then they said, okay, he can't pass the ball 40 times a game with all the throws being bubble screens to the outside and one read and you run. Now we're just power running, where the strength of the team is the offensive line, which makes him look 10 times better. And then you get the tight end involved. What's the best friend of a quarterback?
Tight end.
The tight end. Brady's made a career with Gronk and everybody else. A running back that can catch. And a tight end. Those are the easiest throws for a quarterback to make. Now you don't really have to read the defense and the shortest amount of
You
accuracy.
just kind of see what's going to happen, make a move.
Right there, boom. So that's what they did. They tailored that offense around his skills, but really around the strength of the team, which is the offensive line.
Do you think, I have a theory, I tend to think that, I think we can agree on this, that Jalen Hurts doesn't have the strongest arm, obviously.
That's part of my problem.
But Drew Brees didn't have the strongest arm either. So do you think if he works on his accuracy and gets a pinpoint and learns to now start leading receivers? See, he got to throw him open. He's trying to hit him instead of throwing him open.
Yep.
So I think if he develops that,
Okay.
I'm not saying Drew Brees, please don't take me wrong,
Right.
but if you could be Drew Brees-ish,
Yeah. So
that might be solid.
I do agree with you.
And he can still run, so it might be better.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Brandon and Breed. Yeah, but no, I mean, you hit a couple of topics, and I think they have their own little tree of reasoning, right?
Mm-hmm.
He definitely needs to start learning how to throw receivers open.
right.
Right, that's a skill that the upper
Yeah,
echelon.
spot.
Right, Cooper Kupp's 29-yard touchdown this week. When Stafford let the ball rip, Cooper was covered by 3 guys. But where he threw the ball where he knew Cup was going, skated into the end zone, not touched. That's Jalen's problem now. He doesn't see where the receiver's going to be at or where the defense will be at. He's looking where you're at right now.
I agree.
Right? So that was always been part of my developmental.
Right.
If he continues to work on his fundamentals, I think the accuracy can get better. But certain, like Drew Brees type accuracy is no, I get what you're saying. What I'm saying that's a special talent.
Yeah,
I don't know if he could even get 80% of that.
I just think if he wants to be a solid quarterback, he gotta be real with himself. I don't got a cannon for an arm.
Right.
So if I work on my accuracy,
Yes.
I can create some kind of longevity
Yes,
for my career.
you're exactly
so,
right.
and then the fact that he's a beast running,
Right.
he's gonna always be a threat.
Here goes
Maybe a baby.
Right.
And then another thing too, y'all critiquing Jalen like this is his 5th year. This is really his first year.
The second year.
This is his first year.
Second year.
This is his first year.
Second year in the
New
NFL.
coach, first
Okay,
year.
but it's the second year in the NFL.
You love your cousin, huh?
This new coach
You
first
love your
year.
cousin?
Yo,
You going over there for
man.
Christmas this year?
Hey man,
You
new
got-
coach
you got-
first year.
Jalen living over in Jersey.
I got COVID, man. I ain't going
Oh,
nowhere.
man.
Hey, check this out. The Pro Bowl, right, may be a do or die for him. Because in the Pro Bowl, we're going to be forced to throw the long ball, right? Because that's what the Pro Bowl is, right?
Pro Bowl.
Ain't nobody playing no defense.
See, he's gonna have his best game of his life in Pro Bowl because nobody played defense. He might do 6 reads in that game.
You know who looked the Pro
and he
Bowl
got
up?
people
Nick
that
Foles
can
looked the Pro Bowl
Yeah.
up.
And he got people that can catch.
But now you got
Good point.
but you got to air it out. Now you got
Nah,
to
not
show
the Pro Bowl.
strength
You
in his
got to do the
arm.
Pro Bowl.
Because it's not fun if you throw
But he ain't got no strength in his arm though, cuz.
That's why I say it can make or break him.
But we already you don't need the Pro Bowl to know he ain't got no muscles here. He's nice, but he ain't got no strength.
Right.
He throw too much upper body, not enough
You see,
underneath his
because
head.
that's what.
Nothing from underneath his ass. When you punch somebody, you can't just be upper body. You gotta bring your ass up in that shit and hit somebody. When you throw, you gotta put your hips into
What
it too.
the
You're
point
not
that you
doing
made
it.
earlier is exactly right. Like, look at Josh Allen. Josh Allen was super inconsistent in his motion and his accuracy coming out of Wyoming into the season.
Very.
But he had a cannon. So once you fix some of the mechanics to get now, look, he's constantly
And he's still unfinished.
still unfinished.
Yeah.
But you see the
That's
jump.
what I'm saying. So
Arm
my
strength.
boy's still unfinished.
You're right, but he don't have the arm strength.
So, cuz, is it safe to
You
say?
can get
Is
him
it safe to
first.
say you want to give him a 5-year deal, 180 mil?
Nah, I would give him a 3-year deal.
But you still got
100
2 more years to figure that out.
3-year deal, 100
Because
million.
he's still on the second round. He's still on the second round
Yeah, I'm
contract.
just
So
saying.
you ready to reward this boy? You ready to lock the Eagles?
You ready to give him the Ben Simmons job?
He ready to give him the franchise?
You ready to give him the Ben
quarterback
Simmons job?
I like him, yo.
You want him to be a
I already told
franchise?
y'all, when we get a dominant back and we improve this defense, I think
Yeah.
we
You don't think Deion
contenders, yo.
Sanders is dominant?
No.
No, man.
No, I'm
Now, is that your
confident.
cousin?
Yeah, a little bit. You gonna let him
I
look?
mean, y'all.
You gonna let him
No,
look?
no. See, this is the argument that you keep saying. We need Miles. We need
A better version of Jordan Howard.
We need we need Howard too, and then we need another back on top. I keep trying to tell y'all, when we win a Super Bowl, we have 5 backs.
Yeah.
5. We have 5 good backs. yo.
Ajayi, Blunt, Clement.
You don't.
Yes, we have 5 good
Sproles to
backs.
start the
And
season.
Y'all not
Sproles.
treating Sanders. I think Sanders is
Hey.
nice.
Can you? No,
We
he
need
first
all
of all,
of them.
he
I'm not-
fumbled way
you
too
keep-
much.
No, I agree.
Right.
I agree.
See, you keep
And-
saying either or. No, we need him too.
Yeah. Because he needs to get us. He needs to get us to the red zone.
Yes, we
and
need
then
him
when we
too.
get to that red zone,
When he get the ball, cause he be balling.
no, he do.
See, you keep saying.
Between
But I'm always
the
scared.
between
That's
the
the thing.
between the 20s.
You're not understanding that we need him also.
Yeah, I read a stat.
I'm not
I
saying
read
get
a-
rid of him.
I read a stat today that in the red zone, he between the 20s, he averages about 6.5, 7 yards a carry. In the red zone, he had more negative rushes than positive
Yeah,
rushes.
he's too small.
He's just he's too jittery.
I'm gonna cut to my man over here
Like-
on a vicious.
Like too jittery.
Yo,
He just gets too jittery and that whole Shady McCoy style. So Shady used to have the same problems
Yes.
inside the red zone.
but he wasn't a fumbler.
No, he wasn't a fumble. That's my Miles Sanders issue, the fumble.
Yeah,
Which is why, like, when that fourth quarter came and we was up by 10, Miles didn't see the
Yeah, he
field
didn't
no
see light
more.
of day.
It was all Jordan Howard to run
He's
the
the light of
clock.
day, guys.
And if I was an Eagles fan, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, so I mean,
But no, but what I'm saying is if you get like a punch in your mouth type of ball for 3rd and 2,
Would you
a lot of
consolidate?
them,
Yeah.
we
Would you
fine.
consolidate that for one back who could do?
No, we need all of them, bro. We need
So
all
if you
of
could
them.
get one back that can do both,
Nah.
would you make
Nah,
that?
who is it?
Or do you want?
I don't wanna
I
bet,
don't know.
bet.
I don't know offhand.
I don't want to pay top rate for the running back that can do both.
We don't need that, yo.
I don't want
You know who could do it?
I don't want the Ezekiel Elliott.
DeAndre.
I don't know, because DeAndre get hurt a lot too, bro.
He's over there in the cesspool of Detroit.
Hold on.
DeAndre could do. If we got DeAndre,
we need
don't
DeAndre.
need you.
We need
Okay,
DeAndre. We need DeAndre. What those
DeAndre, you
guys?
my man, cuz.
Oh, you know, that's family.
No, he family. We all know that.
DeAndre leads the league in catches from a running back position.
Right.
He ain't really killing them inside the tackles. Listen, yes,
They split backs over there though.
they really don't. I have DeAndre on my fantasy team. Shout out, Dre. I need you to come back for this
What
playoff
about
run.
who's the other running back? Williams.
Jamal Williams.
Williams, right.
Right. So mainly through the year, they tougher yards is Jamal Williams. Now Swift is doing like right before Swift got hurt, they started giving him the ball more and giving him more opportunities. Right. But I don't think he is a 3-down back that you can lean on because, like Sue said, he does have injury and he's a little bit on the lighter side.
Swift.
Those guys.
I would take Swift.
What you think? If we had Swift, do you think we need to have 3 running backs?
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah,
Thank you.
All right, maybe I just want my man Swifty back in Philly, man. I'm sorry, man. I want the Philly boy back home, man.
I drafted him.
Detroit ain't shit,
You're
man.
on my fantasy
The
team.
problem with us as fans, we always want to get rid of talent for talent. You need to
you
make
have
an
more.
addition.
The only running
Make an
back,
addition.
one that we don't need nobody would be like Najee Harris. He's like 6'5".
Yeah.
And he catch.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that you think there's only about like 3 or 4 running backs.
Hell yeah.
Tailored from the Colts.
My issue is the amount of money it takes to get one of those. I don't want to give McCaffrey, Ezekiel Elliott, Saquon Barkley type money to the running back position. Right, exactly. So I'd rather do playoff Lenny. I'd rather do playoff Lenny, Ronald Jones, and then when you did that,
Ronald Jones to me.
we'll get there. But the way you did playoff Lenny, you did Ronald Jones and Gio.
A trio.
Right?
A
Yeah.
trio.
You know,
You get something this week? You get something this week?
What's that?
You gonna something this week?
yeah, so that I feel like that's the way. Like Soup said, we had LeGarrette Blount, we had Darren Sproles, we had Kenyon Barner, we had Corey Clement, and we still
And
went.
we had a Jai.
They got Jay and Jai in the middle of the
guys.
season.
Yeah.
So the more
We need
because
all that, man.
you get kind of differentiate your game plan.
What?
Different running backs have different roles.
Right,
I think it's better to do it that way. That's just my opinion. So
That's my
Soup,
opinion
to
also.
help your cousin quarterback, I agree with you. We need to get better running game.
If we gonna
because
keep the same scheme.
I just don't want Jordan Howard. I love Jordan Howard. I just need somebody more consistent.
Drake Swifty was
Like,
there.
I really do. I really do. Like there's about 7 to
I love
8
Swifty.
Jordan Howards is available every year in the all season. We can get one of them. Maybe a little younger, a little bit, doesn't break down as much, but a Jordan Howard type back. I agree. I agree with you there. To help
Do
Jalen.
not keep Jordan Howard.
In a pinch, like, you know what I'm saying? But it depends how much he's going to ask for. Because again, we're kind of boosting his value. He left us the last time because we featured him. Miami wanted him. Went down to Miami. They did the same thing. Gave him a couple runs. Put him on the bench.
I think he
brought him
wanted
back.
to check though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right,
He
for
wanted
sure.
to get paid.
I mean, because the Bears ran him into the ground.
Did they?
The college of Indiana that he went to ran him into the ground.
What year did he get drafted?
He's only been in the league for 4 years. He came out same year Todd Gurley did.
Did we miss him? Did the Eagles miss him in that draft?
I mean, he got picked in the 4th round, so I guess you say everybody missed him.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because coming in, the scouting report on his knees and his shoulders was that he's going to break down early. Chicago drafted him. He stayed healthy. They ran him into the ground for 2 years. And after 2 years, they got rid of him. So even they seen it coming because we're talking about the Bears. They don't have a lot of offensive.
I just wanted something to blame Roseman and that.
I already saw you was going. That's why.
So Soup, you mentioned you might have COVID. You know, you vaccinated.
Oh yeah, y'all. I'm vaccinated. I got a negative test today, but it might be a false negative. That's why I'm masked up, and I've been trying to sanitize, so I don't get sick.
Yeah.
So,
but it's a great topic because now we're
guess
running
where that leaves
into
me, yo.
if
y'all been watching this show, guess what that leaves me?
with the fake card.
Yeah.
He's in there with the fake card. But so the NHL, we talked about this last week. I think we were on the first podcast started talking about it. The NHL is shut down. Right? We talked about that these sports might start shutting down, and maybe they need to get everybody healthy. NHL is completely shut down. First, Canada said, you guys are not coming across the border back and forth. Then the NHL just said, we got way too many tests going on. Way too crowded locker room. The spread is too fast. We're just shutting down operations for 10 days in a row. And we're not going to go over to China for the Olympics. NBA, sport that we all follow, that we all love. You think they should shut down? So,
I think they should go back into the bubble.
you need to go back to the bubble. Okay.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
What you got, H?
Listen, for the safety of everybody, you know what's going on is real. What is it, 3, 4 new variants?
The three variants all since
Numbers are increasing amongst the unvaccinated and vaccinated. So right now, it's just like everybody's catching it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if not the bubble, they might gotta sit down like they did before they got into the bubble. Sit down for a month and let these holidays go by.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Let everybody get sick, get healed back up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's unfortunate that I'm saying
It's
that.
no
but-
surprise too that after Thanksgiving all this shit went up on the rise.
So what you think already happened with Christmas and New Year's?
So what I think the NBA is not shutting down within the next week.
I'm about to say they're not gonna shut down. It's about that.
It's all about money.
It's all about money. The NBA.
So it's really not about safety.
No, it's never about safety.
We talked about that last
It's
week.
never about the player safety. It's never about the fans.
And you
safety.
always say it's about money, and I always go against that, saying, well, it shouldn't be that. You know what I mean? Like, it's right. You know, but
the amount of money the NBA has spent to make Christmas their day, right? They get all the best teams playing on Christmas.
Yeah.
They start at 12 noon. You can watch basketball all the way till nighttime, right?
All
West
day.
Coast games, East Coast games, Midwest games. You can watch basketball all day long on Christmas. They got all the stars, right? LeBron, Curry, Giannis, Chris Paul. Everyone's scheduled to play on Christmas Day. Mark my words. 3 days after Christmas, I think they shut down. They're going to get this Christmas money. They're going to get this marketing
so before
money.
New Year's Eve, you heard it first. We predicted it first hand.
Right around New Year's Eve,
Before
NBA
New Year's Eve.
they're going to shut down for 2 weeks.
Can you bet on that, Tay?
I wish we could.
I don't know if FanDuel got that up there, right?
Hey, listen, FanDuel had eyes for the presidential.
You got an 82 game schedule. Last year you played 72. Let the schedule makers find a way to cut 10 games off of everyone's schedule. Go to a 72 game format for the rest of the year, and then just have the season there.
Can I go off the side for a second
Yeah.
and say, do you think a 72 game or maybe a 65 game schedule would be better for the NBA anyway?
I think the whole injuries.
I tend to think they got too long of a schedule. That's all.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I like it. I mean, it is a long season. You know, everyone says that the NBA season really don't start until the NFL playoffs are over.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm
Which
saying?
is after January.
Which is why I said about Christmas too, because that's almost like the official start of the NBA season on Christmas Day, right? But I think you still need it. You know, I just think it's basketball. Like
I feel like this is me, and I know I'm way off topic a little bit. We can go into something else. I just feel like baseball can limit the number of games. I feel like hockey and basketball can do the same. That's just me. Especially like Soup said, if you want to fix injuries and shit with basketball and hockey, that might help. Because hockey's notorious for never telling you what's wrong. They always say what? Famous lower body injury.
upper body.
Like,
but unlike basketball, in the NHL, you sign guys for that reason. Like,
okay.
You have 3 layers of minor league hockey.
Okay.
So you sign a bunch of guys to what they call 2-way contracts. So if your guy has that upper body injury, he's out for 2 weeks. You call somebody up from the minors. Their contract goes from a minor league contract to a major contract. They play for 2 weeks and they send them back down to the minors.
Okay.
Same thing with baseball.
Same with baseball.
Single A, double A,
Well, yeah,
triple A.
double A.
Yeah, so the hockey has the same thing. Now the NBA is trying to do that with the G League, right? You see all the hardship contracts that they allow teams to
Where
sign.
did Joe Johnson just come from?
ISO Joe, right? He just came out of the
Oh,
big
hey,
three.
Joe. Shout out to Joe Johnson.
ISO Joe just came out of the big 3, right? You got
40 years old.
Tyler Johnson just signed with the Sixers.
Right.
Who's the other one? Isaiah Thomas just signed with the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I saw
saying?
that.
Miles,
Who?
CJ Miles, Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, so they all come out. That's what the G League is for now. Right, for a bunch of the young cats coming out of high school that don't want to go to college, want to get some money, and for the old heads
Wow.
to possibly hold on. Right, you know, so that's what the G League is for.
Right.
But yeah, I'm thinking about a week or so, it'll do good for the NBA because every team, 5, 6, like the Hawks got what, 7 players right now? The Nets got like 8.
Come on,
This
yeah,
is-
And those teams
yeah,
carry
you know.
how much of a roster? 15 guys?
15.
Okay.
Yeah, that game with Orlando, I'm like, you know, it's going to win this.
Yeah,
right? Like, you know
the
what I'm
Sixers
saying?
right now, they're on their second batch of 4. Like it only hit the first 4, and then we cooled out, and now the next batch of 4 is in there. So it's striking every team for competitive balance. Just shut the league down for a week or 2. Even if you don't condense the schedule, maybe you just stretch the schedule out. Maybe you go for a couple back-to-backs, you know, during the end of the season to get the games in or whatever. But you got to shut it down and at least, you know,
So for the health and safety, we agree that it's just best right now. Just
Yeah.
shut this
Yeah,
shit
we all
down,
agree.
man. We all agree on that.
Well,
man.
we also have to watch out what these stadiums are going to start doing. Some of these states are going to start limiting the amount of occupancy that you can have in the
You
building.
alluded to
anyway.
that last week. If people
Yeah.
were following our episodes, they would know that you said that's first last week
I
about
try
the
to
stadium.
tell people. I try
Yeah.
to bring a little bit now. So.
Yeah. We definitely
Are you
said
checking the
that.
vaccination cards in Philly yet?
So
After January, they will.
Right. Apparently, you need to show your proof of vaccination to go indoor to eat or maybe to the
Shout
stadium.
out to the plug if I don't get vaccinated.
Yeah, you got Antonio Brown chef over there. Let's talk about we cooking up some marvelous stuff, right? So we're gonna switch topics, right?
Let's do it.
We all hip hop heads in here, right?
Oh man, definitely.
How you feel about Hov?
Best rapper alive.
It depends. What you, see, I've always been a little bit. It depends what you asking me about, specifically about Hov. Cause it was a time in my life, I guess when I was a broke young boy,
Yeah.
when he was talking all that money shit, I didn't fuck with Hov. You know what I mean? I didn't like Hov because I wasn't at one time I wasn't throwing all that money away. I'm just saying, I'm being real.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had to listen to what I related to. I listened to what I related to like most dudes do.
Yeah.
So there was a time in my life where I was a little off, where, you know, St. Thomas, my nigga, that was me first. I ain't had it.
Yeah.
I was in the Honda Accord, 3 niggas, 6 hammers.
Yeah.
That's what we was doing.
So you was on murder music.
I was a locks. I was a locks dude.
Yeah, you was hell on
B
earth.
block and all that.
You was hell on
So,
earth.
but
Who they doing songs with?
they killed that version, man.
Who they doing songs with?
Locks are professional.
Who they
MC.
doing songs
We can
with?
argue this all day.
Who they
Yeah,
doing
that-
songs with?
I'm as passionate about the locks like I am the Bucks.
So 2 days ago, Hov was on some Clubhouse interview, and we all know what Versus is, right? Everybody
Yes, sir.
watches Versus, love Versus, right?
Shout out to Swiss Beats.
With and Tim doing their thing, right?
Great idea.
So he comes out and says, "Can't nobody see me on the Versus stage, so let's just stop talking about it."
He said,
So what do you say wrong?
What he say wrong is that he forgot who else is out in the game.
What he say wrong?
I can give you 3 people right now that
Who?
can step on that stage.
Who?
Number 1 is Mr. Nasir Jones.
One of your favorite
You
rappers.
high.
One of your favorite
high.
rappers is
You
not
high?
Nasir.
Who else?
Number 2, King of the Light Skins. My man Drake can step on that stage.
You
with him.
high? But with the new
Hit
school.
for hit. Hit for hit.
Because with the Young Bucks.
And then number
Hit for
3,
Do you know that's Hov back
number
in
3, you know where I'm gonna go with
I
number
You know
3.
the 96.
You know
You
where
know how
number 3?
Drake go back to like oh whatever.
06, he go back
And he's
06.
killing it.
My kids was alive. My
Okay.
kids wasn't alive when Hov was doing
Okay,
this.
but you know where I'm gonna go to.
Who?
I gotta bring the white boy in it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
don't
stand
say
on the
no.
stage.
So you just being
I'm
racist.
gonna
You just
stand
being
on the
racist.
stage.
You just being racist
See,
now.
now
I'm being racist.
Shout out to Emmy and racist. I don't even think
Being
Em got
racist
nothing
right
for him.
now.
M can't go 20 with Jay.
If we were saying
M can't
bars,
go Jay with
if
20.
we was talking just bars, M could get with everybody. But 20
Not songs.
20 hits against
Come on.
Jay-Z's
Hell
20
no.
hits.
Come
Hell
on.
no.
I'm standing right there.
You know who I
talking
was
to anybody.
thinking?
You tell me Wayne. Wayne is number 4. And I'm not even a big Wayne fan.
I
like that.
can go there with you a little bit, Wayne. But I was thinking Nasir, like he said, but I ain't gonna
Nas hits I'm talking about, yo.
Yes,
I think Busta Rhymes got any more hits.
Oh,
I think Busta got
there's
any more
5.
hits.
There's 5.
And
that we
performance and stage
I'm telling
presence,
you,
like
I'm
the
telling
Locks
you,
did. Dipset,
I'm telling you,
Busta,
Eminem
you know, Jay-Z corny
See,
nigga.
no, y'all talking about
He
performances, y'all talking about something different. We
What
talking
did
about just hits.
what did the Locks do at that verse?
We ain't gonna do
They
what
performed.
we not talking
No,
about
they
that.
performed.
We're not talking about
Jada showed he was an
We're not
MC,
talking about-
master
Why do
of
you think?
ceremony.
Why do you think I'm sticking with M?
Jay-Z's not a master of ceremony.
Why do you think I'm sticking with M?
Yo,
Busta?
y'all boys is
Busta?
high right now.
M gonna go right there and give it to him.
You don't think Busta gonna mess with Jay-Z?
Hell no.
Hit for hit?
Hell no.
We talking hit for hit.
T.I. told him no. So what you think Hov
Cause
gonna do?
T.I. really ain't like that, man.
T.I. scared.
He really ain't like that.
T.I.
Somebody
scared.
try to hit no ASAP and all
Y'all
that,
high,
man.
yo.
Nah,
Y'all
man.
high, yo.
T.I. better go ahead with that, man. You don't think Busta gonna get with him?
So him jumping around with Janet Jackson features is better than T.I. music.
Who?
Busta.
Yes.
What are you talking about? Come on.
Yo.
Cause you talk.
Yo, you don't think Busta would destroy T.I. in the verses?
One of the
Hell
things
no.
you said for Jay is that you got to go far back, right? Because it's catalog. Whose catalog goes back further? Busta. You go way back to Leaders
He
of the New
just
School.
said Busta
I know.
would destroy
I
T.I.
know.
Y'all
I
crazy,
skip. That's the COVID kicking in.
Y'all is
I'm
crazy
skipping
right
to
now.
that.
Take your temperature, cuz.
That's like
I might got this shit.
Crazy.
But you can't tell me Nas can't go hit for hit for
What
me.
did- what did-
And I'm telling you,
what
I'm
did Hov do to y'all?
standing on the mountain. No, I love Hov. This is not a whole
Yeah,
diss. What
look
I'm
at that
saying
candle
is,
too.
he said nobody can go up there with him. I'm telling you, Nas can go up there with him. M can definitely go up there with him. Drake can go up there with him. Busta can go up there with
I
him.
agree with you except for the M.
I mean,
Everything you saying. I get the M.
but this is what I'm
And you
saying, right?
stick to that ratio. I was like,
This is what I'm saying, right? Everyone says that music is just what feelings sound like, right?
Right.
So there's always going to be a debate or a non-agreement on stuff. I'm telling you, M can go up there if we're packing a stadium, right? If we're packing a stadium and we're bringing out fans and we're talking about people that's going to pay to go there, M is packing the stadium and he's going to rock it.
But my problem is you can't get me to rock. I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the Slim Shady compared to the, it's so
Okay,
hard now.
but
Like,
you- okay.
like it's a different
Okay,
joint.
but I didn't say.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm not
Drake,
answering
Drake
you.
still
Drake is for the new school.
But hold on.
Hey,
You listen to Drake.
H,
I saw you in a bar dancing
No,
with Drake.
I blame Drake, but Drake is for the new school.
Yeah.
That's my kids' music. Hov is my music.
Okay, he's
I
my music
can't
too.
sit with my son and listen to Reasonable Doubt. He don't know nothing about
No,
that.
Hov's my
He was
music,
born.
but Drake has surpassed.
Maybe you know what?
You said Drake is surpassed him?
Has
I'll
Hey,
give you
can
that.
we wrap this up?
I'll give you that with the new school music. I'll give you
hits.
Drake is killing
No, we
it.
got-
Drake is the modern day Jay-Z right now. If you put Drake on your record, it's
Okay,
going to go.
okay,
It's
but
going to go.
okay, so that's like, but if he's the modern day Jay-Z, he can't be better than Jay-Z. That's like saying Kobe is the modern day Mike. He could be good for now, but he still ain't better than the
And
best.
some dudes out there is better than
Okay.
him.
I don't got
And that's why I'm saying M is better than Jay. That's why I'm saying M is better than Jay.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Oh, this is a good one. 'Cause it's a lot of viewers. There's a lot of y'all out here. A lot of old school guys like us three. We're all older. We've been with rap when rap was rap. When dudes was really rapping.
M.
I don't know if it's M. I think it's Busta, y'all. Y'all let me know. I think Busta hit for hit. I'm not saying Busta's not a better rapper than Jay-Z. Never has.
Right.
Never will be.
Exactly.
But hit for hit.
Right.
And the performance.
You know
of
who'd
it-
be a good battle for Busta? French Montana.
No, he wouldn't.
Come on, yo, come
So y'all talking
on,
about
man.
hit for hit?
Come
Yeah,
on.
French
killed
Montana.
You really got a
Yeah,
fever
don't
now.
stop, pop that, yeah. Yeah, you
He
can do
killed.
that.
So French is not too new school.
T.I. is
for
the one that
Busta,
T.I. don't want no smoke.
but Drake is too new school for Jay. That's what you just said.
You know, he definitely, I'm telling you.
You know who might got home? 50.
Cause you
50 not long enough. 50's catalog not big enough. The hits,
No,
the
it's
hits,
not long enough.
the hits might be bigger. He just doesn't have enough to
You
grab
don't got
from.
enough, yo.
You never
Nobody
seen,
got enough
you never
for
seen
him,
that interview in the Breakfast Club where Jay-Z admitted they was a little scared of 50. He told niggas, get your rounds up because 50 coming. And then
Yeah,
they
but, and then 50 said I'm not
what?
making movies. He left and he went to
So
the
what?
business side. 50,
So what?
50 has huge hits. He just doesn't have enough to go.
Hey, 50, put me in power. Shout out to you. I'm just trying to get it on the
Y'all really think somebody's seeing hold?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Busta, Nasir, and Drake is my top three.
Definitely not Nas.
Kanye
Definitely
West.
not Busta, yo.
You a
I'm
Nas
talking
fan?
about-
What
that's
about
my
Kanye?
point.
Oh, can I ask
Kanye?
him one? I want to ask him one. I want to ask him one that's
Kanye
going
ain't
to
got
bother him.
enough even. He don't got his catalog.
He got way more hits.
yo.
He got way more hits than Jay-Z.
But Kanye can use Jay shit against him because he.
Now, I want to ask you
produced
something I know is going to bother you. Would Tupac have more?
He best rapper alive.
Would Tupac?
He's still alive. Best rapper alive.
Because I know he loves Tupac. Would Tupac be a better match, man?
Even with him being dead, he got enough catalog for it.
I don't think Tupac's catalog is good enough to beat Jay-Z.
I think so.
Tupac catalog.
Street
was-
shit.
No, I'm
Street
joking.
shit.
No, I'm joking. His
No.
catalog not strong enough either.
No.
It's not.
But I think
Nah.
Busta Rhymes and Drake got
Your
it.
pop got the
But this is why you have an argument because I mean this is why like this is your typical barbershop argument. It's never really going to be an ending because some people, if you depending on the part of the hip hop you want to talk about, including myself, Pac was not that good of a rapper,
He wasn't.
right?
He wasn't.
He's the
was
most
just the
influential
best
person. Hold on, he's the most influential.
Yes, I'm a Pac
Right,
fan.
he's the most influential person in hip hop history, but he just wasn't a good rapper. Biggie would out rap him all day, every day.
All day, every day.
But there was
I
nobody
agree.
like Pac is top 3 most influence on the culture ever.
I think you slighted
But
him
I don't
by
know
saying
if I
that.
can just listen. There's a lot of Pac tracks that I just skip.
Because you slighted him by saying that, cuz.
What you mean? No, it's like because my
You
ear.
do a little backhanded
It's my-
compliment to him.
Nah,
like,
no, it's not
yeah.
backhanded. It is what it is. Like if we're spitting bars, there's only 3 or 4 that can touch Biggie, right? Now Pac's
Name
influence
3 or 4 that touch
with
Biggie.
strictly bars.
Just 50 bars. Because my
Jay.
man better be in there.
Jay,
Uh-huh.
Kiss,
Thank you. I don't hear no more. Kiss and I'm cool.
and M.
Eminem's
All right,
in there.
As long as Kiss in there, I don't
and
care.
Royce,
Because Kiss top 5 did it a lot.
and Royce.
Royce in there?
Right for bars. I'm saying M is the best ever.
Royce.
Royce the 5'9".
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Royce
Again,
the 5'9" almost got M.
yes.
Or bars.
Yes.
Far as
Yes.
bars, yes.
Yes.
Far as just being
Just
a rapper.
bars.
Just being
Not-
a rapper.
It don't,
Yes,
you, don't,
guys.
you don't have to be
That
entertained.
nigga say some shit that I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
That shit. You may be tired.
No, I'm telling you guys.
I might get cool.
Like I'm telling you, if you hear the original Renegade with Royce 5'9",
It was Roy's
I'm
song.
telling you that's
Every
crazy.
time-
Hey, YouTube, can we play? Oh, we can't. We don't own the copyrights to that song. We can't. I need to hear that.
The original.
It was really M and Royce's song.
That song.
And
crazy,
Royce
bro.
did something and was like, it didn't get cleared or something like that. Jay came through, he gave that
Bar
song.
for bar, you don't think Nas is better than Royce 5'9"?
Cause I'm telling you, Royce is the problem.
He's up there. So we're talking
Yo,
again.
on the
those
first
are-
album, the song that they got when they go on that.
Band Meets Evil.
Cuz.
Yeah, Band Meets Evil.
I think he got him on that.
If you listen to the Band Meets Evil album that they did together, a lot of people say Royce was
Royce
better
got
than
him.
M.
Royce got him on certain joints.
So we just talk about bars. Those are the guys: Nas, Kiss, Jay, M, Royce that can fuck with Big. But you know, Big has a spot in every R8's heart. Well,
Yeah.
it'll be hard for someone
Always.
to really go above them. Sorry that we're leaving your people out of this. I know you kind of lost
Oh
right
man,
now.
Jada better than all of them. I always said that.
Chill that out.
Jada better
Chill
than
that
all of
out. Tell
Jada.
Jay to learn how to make an
This is the
album.
problem. This is
Tell
the
Jay
problem with all of them, yo.
teach Jay how to make an
Everybody
album.
that y'all mentioned, I give it the pop because he talked about everything.
Yeah.
Everything, yo.
I agree.
He make you want to kill somebody, go kiss your mom, and
Yeah.
pop your girl, and then chill your girl.
And then
all in the
Chill
same
your
hour.
girl, I'm gonna take care of her at the same time.
Yeah.
For sure.
Take care of her at the same
For
time.
for sure, for
Right.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta give it to
Smack
him.
your girl,
So
love her.
that's the to me that's one of the biggest things of why so many got taken away from us when he did. Because even as a person, as an artist, as a man, he hasn't finished growing yet. So just imagine where he could continue to take the music, the type of influence he could have on the young urban culture if he was allowed to mature himself to really find his way. Like
Yeah,
that's
right,
one of the
right.
most. Of course, we lost a life. Someone lost a son and all the other stuff. But just to think of the people he could have influenced if he was allowed to continue to mature and grow, the type of impact he could have had on the world.
Right.
That's the big thing.
Because they say Big L would have been better than Jay-Z.
I don't agree. I think I was.
You want to know who I think it would have been better if he's still alive? Pun.
No, Pun
Pun would have finished a lot of dudes.
I'm
Pun
gonna
would
tell
have
y'all. I'm
killed.
gonna tell y'all
A
something.
lot of Pun might have given Run the
Yes,
Biggie a little
listen,
bit.
y'all. I'm
Talk
gonna
to
tell y'all
me.
something.
And your
one
boy
thing.
Kiss.
And y'all.
No, Kiss is table
They
Never.
They have a couple songs together.
Yeah,
They have a couple songs.
And Kiss murdered
I
every
don't
one of them.
go back and listen to John Blaze again.
I did listen to John
Go
Blaze.
listen to Trey Low Chase again.
I did listen to Trey Listen.
Pun got it.
You can't name me one whack Kiss verse that he got on when other niggas was on. Kiss made niggas step their shit up.
You can't. All right. And what do you
Kiss-
think Pun did?
But I'm
No,
gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the reason
I
why I
ain't
like
lying.
Pun.
I ain't
Because he
lying.
wasn't scared to do a song with one of the best boys that's right out of Philly. That killed a lot of boys and nobody
Black
gave a
Thought.
crap. Thank
Black
you.
Thought.
Black
Black
Thought.
Thought.
yeah.
Black
On the first album.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
came out with the first
Yes.
album. He ain't trying to get some foot in the game.
Yeah.
No, he went first album, bring Black Thought, bring the Rocky
Black
sample.
Thought,
There
you
we
are
go.
you are a problem.
Yeah.
You
So
are
Black
a problem.
Thought is a problem.
Black Thought's an alien. Like, you
You are a
really can
problem.
talk
And
about
he never
Black.
get mentioned. He
He's
was
just
top
an alien.
5, but I don't know why he not.
Cause when he get on some shit, consider it it's a rap.
It's over.
It's a rap. I don't care who the rapper is.
Adrenaline's still my shit right now.
Cuz.
You think about the Iverson days? You
Yeah.
throw that joint on and
Yo.
young beans come on at the end of
Cuz.
you know where we at 21st seat.
Oh
But
man.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I mean, we can debate about the Jay-Z thing, you know, but I just say he really had rap on lock for 10 summers.
He did. So that's what I'm saying. Like
Who had it on lock for the last episode?
when we debating the verses, when we say someone can step on the stage, though, we're not trying to discredit Hov at all. He is a GOAT. His face should be on Mount Rushmore. But to say that nobody can step on the stage with you, somebody had to step on the stage with you and holding their own. Cause you might even win, 11-9, 12-8. But there's cats that's stepping on the stage that's gonna make you sweat. We're gonna make you go from the suit. We're gonna make you change clothes.
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm saying? There's going to be
Change
something.
clothes.
There's going to be something that make you change clothes.
And listen,
Hov is a monster. I
he's
love
not
Hov.
my favorite rapper, but he's a problem.
He's not my favorite rapper either. I'm telling you, he deserves to be able to say what he said. Absolutely. What I'm saying is, there's a couple dudes that can step on that
I
stage.
think that's
with him.
arrogant Hov talking. Who think he's the best, and
Right.
he was wrong. I think he was wrong.
Right.
I'm gonna stick to my guns on Buster hit for hit. Gonna kill this boy.
Buster?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna end it on there. We record on Thursdays. This Saturday, Christmas. Want to tell everybody, on a softer note. When the other day at work, I lost someone that was close to me. One of my employees died going into work. So he's an elder guy, right? Yeah. So I want to say, give my love and respect to the Harris family. They're not going to see this, but just to know that it's out there. And people out there, please, man, the holidays. It's not hard to just tell someone that you actually love them. Don't be scared to show your emotions. Don't be scared to tell them.
Man.
We say it in here at the end of every one of our podcasts that we love each other. And it might sound like it's just words, but we really mean that shit.
Yeah,
So
man.
please tell your family, your friends, your close, your loved ones. If you love them, man, just love them. And if you have elderly people, please just take the time to check up on them. You never know how much you can help them just by checking on them, make sure they're taking their medicine or making their doctor's appointment. Just little things like that, especially in today's era with COVID going on. It's harder and harder for older people to get even the basic medicine that they need. Whether, you have insulin, diabetes, all that stuff. So just please, just a quick check. And it don't have to be just because it's the holiday season, man. It's just life, man. Just check
Sometimes
up
a
on your
phone
people.
call can change a person's life, man.
That's it, man. Just a
Somebody
phone
who's
call.
down and out, depressed about their own situation, somebody else reach out to them, it could change their whole view on what they're going through.
Yeah.
So sometimes just gotta check on people, just show love, man.
The show love,
Be
man.
considerate.
Here at the Superstars Sports Podcast, we get heated, but it's just barbershop talk.
That's
we
all.
love and respect everybody out there, man. Show love, give love, and that's how you should live your life, man. Show love, give love. You can get everything best out of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
How you doing, everybody? This is Dante for picks for Christmas and Sunday. We got NBA first. A lot of players out for COVID. Be on the lookout. First game, I like Knicks -5 versus the Hawks. No Trae Young. It's in New York. Madison Square Garden is going to be nuts there. Randall's playing. D-Rose is out for 8 weeks. No RJ Barrett, but they still have Randall, Kemba. I like the -5 at home. My next one, I like Bucks money line versus Celtics. I don't know about Giannis. He's still under COVID. But Drew Holiday, they're still solid without Giannis. With Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton. So I like the Bucks money line just to win it. Next game, I like the Warriors versus Suns over 228.5. Be on the lookout if Klay Thompson comes back on Christmas. I doubt it, but it's a possibility.
That's the projected date, was the Christmas game, right?
Yeah,
I think they put it back to January.
Yeah,
though.
like January, like the first week of January.
Yeah, they want to make sure he comes back at home.
Yeah,
They set
Makes
that up.
sense. Makes sense.
Devin Booker's back. And you got Chris Paul. Warriors is just a bunch of shooters. So, and it's Christmas. You know, Curry trying to go for 40. Next one, I like Lakers money line versus the Nets. It's already been told that KD and Kyrie will not be available to play. They will still be out due to COVID. It will probably be just James Harden and Blake Griffin. So I like Lakers money line. My last one on NBA, I like the Jazz and Mavericks over 223.5. No Luka. Luka's pace is slow. So without Luka, I think it'll be a lot of fast pace, a lot of scoring. Jazz are healthy, a lot of shooters. So I like the over.
And this is Christmas, right?
Christmas Day.
Hey, these are Christmas Day. So if you hit on your ticket and you're at home watching, let us know. Hit us up.
Don't be like Harry.
Next one is also Christmas Day for college. It's one bowl game. It's Georgia State versus Ball State over 52.5. It's a bowl game. They're not trying. They just want to put up numbers. No defense. So
far, 85% of the bowl games have all hit the over.
Yeah, except for one. Well, that I know of. Army versus Missouri. Yesterday, I think. Went under by 4. Next one is NFL. I got Saturday and Sunday.
Remember Christmas games, NFL this week, y'all.
Right. I got Packers 7.5 versus the Browns. Fun fact: the Packers are 6-0 or 5-0 covering the spread at home.
There you go, H. There you
So
go.
that's
There's a little
money right
inside
there.
nugget for you, H.
Next one, I like the Cardinals versus the Colts over 49.
H over there trying to type them all down.
A nasty JT at running back for the Colts. I don't think the Cardinals can stop the run, but the Cardinals do have weapons, and they do like to give up a lot of points, even though their defense is solid. So I like the over 49. Moving on to Sunday for NFL, I like the Eagles 9.5 versus the Giants.
Talk it.
They're on their third string quarterback. I think that's easy. 9.5, and we're home. Defense
We'll
is
be
looking
there.
great.
We'll be there.
Right. The next one, like Rams 3.5 versus Vikings.
No Dalvin Cook.
No Cook.
Try to get that number in now before they raise it, since Dalvin Cook's
Right.
not playing.
And the Rams are looking to move up, try to get that top 4 team in the division, because they're 5 right now, so they're trying to win, and hopefully they can win and help the Eagles out. Raiders and Broncos under 41.5. No Bridgewater. It's gonna be Drew Lock. Waller's questionable. Raiders can't find a way to score without Waller being out as a distraction, kind of. So they've been struggling. The Broncos, they stink. Seahawks versus Bears under 42.5.
There ain't no scoring in that game.
Yeah, I think it would be a low-scoring game. Seahawks could break out, give you 20, but I don't see the Bears scoring maybe 2 touchdowns the most. So I think it would be a low-scoring game. 2 more. I have the Chiefs. Not Chiefs. I have the Steelers plus 8.5. Only because Kelsey is on protocol and they're missing their kicker. So it's going to be a new kicker. Not worried about they have Mahomes. But if Kelsey does play, I'll switch it to 8.5 if I was y'all. So just be on the lookout for the protocol. And then my last one, I like the Dolphins versus Saints -1. No Taysom Hill. They're coming in with a rookie quarterback. Miami's
Ian Book
defense
from Notre Dame.
Miami's defense has been back together. They're on a 6-game win streak. Waddle's supposed to be back. Tua's looking great.
Miles
So,
Gaskin
like-
should be back as well for Miami.
Right. So yeah, that's what I like. That's all. Like, comment, subscribe. If you win something,
Hit us up, man. Leave
Yep.
your comments. Let us know what's going on.